you quickly get invested from the moment you arrive in the sense of tradition of New England medicine. It's very powerful. Harvard started because 14 doctors wrote the Harvard University and said, now that the recent hostilities have been concluded, that's the Revolutionary War, we think it's time for Harvard to pay attention to the health of the citizens of Boston. Not New England, not America, Boston. In 3 months, the committee reported back and said, yes, we think Harvard should undertake medical education, and the university announced it in the Boston Evening Transcript, and a year later they started. So anyway, you begin to suck that into your marrow from the day you arrive. And it sounds ponderous, it sounds overwhelming, but it quickly becomes in your bones. And look at me, 70 years later, I still feel it. When you become part of the institution, and to me, you become part of its values and its traditions. And in New England, medicine is steeped in education and dedicated to service to the public, and not just the immediate patient you're taking care of, but to the community at large. The doctors in New England play a very important role in the education of students. And I don't mean the paid full-time faculty, but the people who practice and go to an office and take care of patients. They often contribute effort to teaching. I had my second year medicine at Boston City Hospital, my third year medicine, and then the rest of my life at Mass General. In both places, there is a sense of service connected mostly with patients, but secondarily with education. And I think it got into my blood then, but I can't think of a day when I got up and say, well, what the heck should I get involved in service or not? No, it never was like that. It was really integral to taking care of patients, serving. It's a big, complex institution. The goal, the conquest of illness, is unattainable, approachable, unattainable. And it means, therefore, that there's a need for continuing evolution. This building has to continue to attract terrific students, terrific faculty who become part of the warp and woof of the place. In my view, terrific staff who make the roles occupied by the faculty and students possible. I take the issue of the sense that the institution is connected with its community very seriously. It's the staff that projects that. The professors aren't at the door. They don't do the parking lot. They don't keep the place clean. It's all these other people who put together the expression of the mission, not the mission, the faculty creates that, but the expression of the mission is in the hands of hundreds of people, and to me, everyone is important. However unimportant you may feel each day compared to the man who won the Nobel Prize yesterday, or did a complex surgical procedure yesterday, or delivered a baby yesterday, however unimportant you may feel relative to that person, as a piece of the whole thing, you matter, and the institution cares. And when an institution like Harvard, full of itself in many ways, stands and comments, this person did something that helped our mission, you can't help but get a little catch in your throat. It's an important moment. Young people need things to aspire to. We're all insecure. We're all wondering, did they make a mistake? We're all wondering, how did we get here? We all need reassurance and help in sustaining difficult images and an image of service to the community and fighting against illness and learning to do new research and make somebody better 500 years from now because you played a little role in a research project yesterday. They remember it, they remember the things they were told. I remember the wording of the telegram accepting me here, the wording. And so all of us do. Now, the reason I think institutional recognition, such as we're talking, is so important, you feel your presence in the place, and the next time you greet a guest, the next time you help someone check out a book in the library, the next time you set up the AV for a meeting, you get a little tingling because your role has been recognized. That is what I feel the institution is about, and I believe in symbolism, so I think it's very important if the school takes the time, and that for me to have my name associated with it is far less important than that they do it. But the honor of being it isn't lost on, I love it, obviously.